see you or anything.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Oh,
There you
hi.
Oh, hello.
I was hiding. I was hiding from Molly before we went
Yeah.
live.
I was like, but are you there though? Let's see. How's our hair?
Am I
Great.
really there? Is it real?
Peep
Where
the
are you?
evolution of the new studio.
Yeah.
It is starting to be more and more. I have a little bit of a backlighting problem, I know, but I got to figure that out.
I think you should put a fake picture of the Capitol behind you.
Right? It's just so.
Yeah. Or like downtown Minneapolis.
I mean, if I kind of do that,
Oh, that's
then I'll
nice.
have less.
Yeah.
That's
Then
nice,
you got a
right?
little. Yeah.
And I can just scoot a little, except
No,
Anyway,
but
yes.
I wasn't saying the shot looked bad. I was saying like, oh, it would be
I was
perfect
looking.
if you just had some like,
No.
you could just be in a different location every time.
Seriously, the background for that comment, friends, is that there were two things in the bullpen this week that I literally rejected because I was like, it's too depressing. They are too the Capitol in Hunger Games, which I think will let you know kind of what we're. we'll give you hints.
I went to do an MSNBC hit when we were at CNET, and I went into the studio and I walked in and they were like not deep underground, but no windows at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the set was a picture of the street outside. Like they'd gone out in front of their building because they had a pretty decent view of the bay and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And they'd taken a picture and I just started laughing. I was like, oh, that's hilarious.
You're like, that's dystopian.
yeah.
It's kind of brilliant, though.
Like, why not just put the studio outside? Okay.
You're like, I have an idea. I don't mean to be crazy here.
And
But
of course,
I'm thinking,
because we at CNET had a window that looked out over downtown San Francisco, and it was beautiful. And
it was beautiful.
yeah. So
And we were very spoiled, and it looked like the kind of screens that like media.
right, people thought it
studios
was
spend a lot of
fake.
money on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Wild.
Well, Rich has got a busy, we're all busy. Rich has got a busy morning. He got called into something, but he's going to try to join us in the second half. Well, should we go ahead and record this week's episode? And then
Yeah. Why don't we do that? And then if
Yeah.
he can't make it at all, we will
we'll pass
do
along
his predictions for him. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Works for me.
I am rolling. I am
should clap.
scrolling. I was really proud of that. That was a bar.
Rolling
Okay.
and scrolling.
Rolling and scrolling.
All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And música. In 3, 2.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Hey everyone, I'm Molly Wood.
And I'm Tom Merritt.
And welcome to It's a Thing, the weekly podcast supported so generously by all of you. Little public radio reversion there. That's all about things that are things.
Yeah.
Just
This has been a year full of things.
just like every year. It is really an endless well, as we've said so many times, an endless well of content that we are grateful to be able to bring you week after week.
And sometimes we turn them into
Year
merch.
after year. Sometimes we turn them into merch, and good merch at that. It is
Yeah.
good merch.
Let us know how the beanie cap, the 6'7" beanie cap goes over. Is it warm? Is it comfortable? Do you get a laugh from your friends, family, and neighbors? All of that available, of course, at itsathing.me/shop.
That's right.
We do
Holiday
not,
shopping
however-
continues all year long.
We do not, however, have Will Sharp in our shop, but he is my first thing. He is the internet's boyfriend, Will Sharp. Do you recognize the name Will Sharp?
No, I have a
Will
totally different
Sharp.
internet boyfriend, so now I got to look.
Oh, there are more than one. Trust me. Like that's the internet is like that. Will Sharp was
this
Aubrey
guy.
Plaza's boyfriend on The White Lotus Italian season. And he's got a lot of buzz around him now because he is cast as Mozart in the upcoming TV series that is an adaptation of the same novel that the movie Amadeus was an adaptation of. So same kind of
Got
story.
it. I'm looking him up now, and yes, it's a total. It's a total. Oh, that guy.
Yes,
situation.
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, I didn't know his name, but I know his face.
I totally do, and he's darling. He is absolutely adorable. I can see why. Oh, he's on r/Lady Boners. That just popped up. So that's
Yep,
delightful.
there you go. More
Wow.
evidence for the pile.
I had no idea. I've been, like I've been on a different algorithm. So like I didn't
Yeah,
know that
sure.
he had become the internet's boyfriend. Oh,
Yeah, congratulations, Internet. You and Will Sharp will be very happy
congratulations.
together.
You absolutely will, because again, darling. White Lotus really continues to have like cultural power. I didn't even
Yeah.
see this season, and it still is just sort of like
Yeah, he was
all
on
around.
season 2, and we're already done with season 3 and looking at season 4 of
Oh my
White
God.
Lotus. But yeah,
I'm
it's
so
got some
behind.
staying power. You're right. And it is one of those things that now when people talk about HBO, they're like, HBO, The Wire, Game of Thrones, White Lotus, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. Heated rivalry. It's coming. It hasn't gotten there yet, but it's coming.
I'm seeing it since you had it on last week's show, and it's the Bader Meinhof effect a little bit, I know, but I've noticed headlines like, oh, that one's about heated rivalry. Oh, that one's about a heated rivalry. So
I think it's probably like half Bader Meinhof and half the mainstream attention, even just since we talked about it last week, has gotten
Yeah.
out of hand. Like,
yeah.
it was in the Washington Post the next day. It was in Hollywood Reporter today. Like, it's just sort of as we cruise toward the finale on Friday, which other people are calling Christmas, but I'm calling episode 6. It's just, it's a perma.
Friday is not Boxing Day, nor is it the day after Christmas. It is episode 6.
It's episode
Got
6.
it.
It's
Yeah.
it comes out on like Thursday midnight Eastern. So people are like, oh yeah, I will be watching it on Christmas, and my family can just shut up.
Yeah.
That is not, despite my digression here, that is not actually my first thing.
Oh, what is your first thing?
My first thing was, it was originally brought to the show in an email on October 8th. And so I
Okay.
want to like acknowledge that up front. And we sort of said, oh, we should keep an eye on it. My son has brought it to my attention several times.
Okay.
And then it has been a huge part of the discourse in the last 2 or 3 days because of the San Francisco power outage. Now, the thing is the use of the word clankers. And clankers is part of the reason I didn't bring it to the show is because it's like, so it's a word that is meant to derogatorily refer to robots. And like robot.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember now.
And so you see one of the food delivery in the streets, and you're like, get out of my way, you goddamn clanker.
Right.
And it is tricky because some of the usage of the word clanker is very parallel to the way that people use racial slurs.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So it's like, so I've sort of stayed away from it because I'm just like, I don't know, man, this feels kind of yucky, but
Like
also it's like definitely,
if you were to call me a
thing.
Hoosier, for example, same kind of thing.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or way worse. Yeah, no, it's like, there's like a lot of like, you dirty clanker.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's from Star Wars. Yes, I know. And it has been around as a while as a word, but now it is like really entering the mainstream, and everybody's sort of using it to refer to all these robots that are ever more present in our lives. And the usage spiked. Like, I bet if you did a Google trend search, you would have seen angry usage spike because of the San Francisco blackout over the past weekend.
Right.
And the resulting Waymo-geddon. Thank you, Tom, for introducing me to that word. Because what happened, if you missed this, was that like a third of San Francisco lost power. I think some people still don't have power.
130,000 customers without power at a peak, and we're still like in the tens of thousands last I checked. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think as of Monday, many people still do not. And it was from a fire at one substation. But then what happened as a result, and everybody who lives in and around San Francisco is already familiar with the problem of Waymos. Every time you go to the city, you're stuck behind a Waymo because they get a little confused. It's like dark. There's a thing. Who knows? But I myself, and I rarely go to the city. My friends know that that's like getting me to Tasmania. It might as well be a different continent. There is a bridge. And no matter what, you get stuck behind a Waymo. So imagine that the power is out. There are no stoplights.
Mm-hmm.
These things have no apparently backup communication system to each other. And so they all just, all these clankers power down and clog up the streets and turn it just becomes an additional dystopian nightmare.
So the Waymos do know how to operate at a 4-way stop, but when you combine all the all the stoplights are out with people behaving weirdly, and possibly the cell towers are not actually operating, so maybe they're not able to communicate. You get a bunch of Waymos just stopping in the middle of the street waiting for instructions, basically.
Just stopped, just confused, just lined up, blocking traffic, and obviously there's a serious version of this conversation about how come there's not a redundancy built into this and some sort of satellite, redundant communication and whatever. There's like a lot of this. This is reminiscent to me of the time that the self-driving car industry realized, like around 2015, that if it snowed, they couldn't see. I remember doing a story about this at Marketplace, like, because they had only been building them in California. And then when they started testing them in Detroit, they were like, oh, crap, they can't see when it's snowing. So this is like kind of like that. But also the number of times that I saw the word clankers used in the commentary.
Bringing it back to the thing.
Bringing it back to the thing. It seemed like I wasn't going to, but I did. The number of times I saw that word used was just like, oh, okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
This is the word we now use. This is
clankers is the word for when you're mad at an autonomous thing. It's a clanker. Yeah.
When the robot is screwing up or in your way in some form, it's a clanker. The end.
Yeah. When I was a child in San Francisco, it was someone with Arizona license plates. Today, it's Waymo.
It's just an evolution.
An
evolution.
We've moved on.
Yeah.
Well, that's enough to drive you to drink, but you should drink something good, like a clarified milk wine, for instance.
Why did that just make me slightly nauseous? What is
okay.
that? Is it butter? Are you just drinking butter?
It's not bullet coffee liqueur.
Why is this happening?
Call back to the first run of It's a Thing. No, this is you clarify the milk so it's not necessarily chunky, which is why you're probably thinking ew, but it's creamy. And Alton Brown, who's kind of a return thing of his own these days, because he's making a comeback on the internets, has a recipe that has been really catching on. I've heard multiple people who don't know each other mention milk punch or clarified milk punch or milk wine. It's all terms for the same thing. But Alton Brown's recipe is Earl Grey tea, sugar, ruby port, port wine, some rum, a little bit of allspice, fluid allspice dram, some lemon juice, and a cup of whole milk.
Oh boy. I was with you. I was on this train.
I mean, it's in concept, it's not that much different than a White Russian, right? But you clarify the milk. So you're not, when you see it, it just looks like a kind of a hazy drink. It doesn't look like milk.
Nope, not at all. But I want to point out that in the instructions in step 3, pour the milk into a glass pitcher and then follow with the tea mixture. Parentheses. Yes, it will curdle. End parentheses.
Yeah.
Park on the counter for 1 hour. Do not shake, stir, or molest in any way. Just let the magic happen. That is the most Alton Brown recipe too. Huh. Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, this feels like a clever way to get some protein into your cocktail.
Yeah. You're using a coffee filter in line 4 to strain the mixture. So
you don't drink the curdle.
Yeah, you don't. You save the curdle for something else. I don't know what.
I mean, knowing Alton Brown, you probably make 6 kinds of cheese out of it or something.
Exactly, right? Yeah. But lots of people this holiday season having a clarified milk wine. Our mutual friend Amos, Anthony Lemos, big fan of port, was like, I'm absolutely trying this. He's one of the people who mentioned it to me unprovoked and said it's great.
Huh. Okay, I like this one. That's really... it's holiday cocktail time. Cocktail time. Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's so fun. Well, a thing that you can play, speaking of the holidays, a game that you can play with your family is one, gloving, or finding out if your entire bloodline has been degloved.
This seems important. I am so glad you brought this. What is gloving and or degloving?
So important. This is one of those where, like, my kid is home from college and he and his friends swarmed me to be like, do you know about gloving? And I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, I am going to be so thankful you brought this. I can tell already.
Yeah, this is a big one. Okay, so gloving has been around in mostly like the rave scene, and it is just basically when you have like white gloves that have LED lights in the fingertips and you do finger dances, right? And it looks really cool because lights. And then
okay.
right. But so then gloving itself just got meme on TikTok. Like people were just doing more of these gloving videos. And people are very talented and it's amazing and they're really fun and there's music and they just, I don't know, somehow outside of electronic music and dance culture, folks started getting into it. And then because Gen Z is just like kind of hilarious, they decided to take it way too seriously, but in a jokey way. And so there's like the gloving community. And then people in the gloving community, when the more mainstream people discovered it, people in the original gloving community got super defensive.
Of
so
course.
Then Gen Z was like, okay, let's play. And now they treat gloving like a life or death sport. And so there are all these other videos about how if you do it wrong or you do certain kinds of gloving, you could be degloved.
Like defrocked if you're a priest.
Defrocked. Yes, exactly. Or dethroned or any of those. Defenestrated. And if you get degloved. And so then the sort of like sub theme is that sub meme is that degloving is a fate worse than death.
Oh yeah.
So there are videos about the really dark and creepy meeting about if you get degloved and your whole family, your whole bloodline can get degloved if you do the wrong glove moves. So then at some point, my son and his friend were me and my son's friend were chasing him around the house doing the wrong deglove moves, and he was like, "You're gonna get our whole entire bloodline degloved." It is.
The gloving sins of the child will be visited on the parents and vice versa.
Correct. That is exactly correct. Yes. It will show up in your lineage.
Better to glove and be degloved than not to glove at all?
I mean, I guess it depends on who you ask. There's one that's like the truth about degloving. It's way worse than you think.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you actually avoid being degloved at all costs.
Yeah.
I think you do. It is. It's hysterical. I mean, it's just like that exactly. Oh my God. Shout out BioCow. You've lost that gloving feeling.
And Icor, what is glove? Baby, don't hurt me.
Glove, laugh. They just keep. I should have known. Glib is incredible. I should have known that this would be the real gloving community.
Yes, absolutely.
Because we keep the glove alive here in the It's a Thing chat.
Well, a lot of people believe glove conquers all, Molly.
I know that's true. They, I think it's all you need is glove. In this, especially in these troubled times.
Yeah, and not to get too religious, but
yeah,
some people think God is glove.
Oh, they do. It's true. Can you imagine the degloving in that situation?
Oh no. Yeah.
Utterly horrific.
This
anyway,
is so good. I don't even think we need to talk about Thing of the Week, honestly.
It's a glove-hate relationship,
clear.
Says BioCow. Yeah, it's clearly there's only one. There's only one way to go here. And degloving. Which
let's not forget the dark underside.
Let me reiterate it. This must be avoided at all costs.
At all costs. Got it. Ooh, it's heavy.
And here I am 3 days before Christmas trying to figure out where the hell to get gloves with LED lights in them.
With LED
obviously, everyone is getting them.
Right. No risk, no reward.
That's right. That's right. I'm willing to risk the whole bloodline on this.
The whole bloodline's going one way or another. You might as well give everybody a glove.
Exactly.
Do you give them one or two?
I like to share the glove. So
yes.
I'm going to give two. No, you got to have two because it's a whole dance.
So I think for it to get this big, though, we must have experienced a summer of glove, right?
I think you're absolutely right. I think we're about to.
Yeah. Or we're about to. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The summer of glove is coming. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Oh, I love this so much.
I just keep sitting here trying to keep up. I'm just trying to keep up. Oh, I'm like, what? You give Glove a bad name.
Winner. There's no one we glove more than our listeners.
Right.
Who send us their things to feedback at it'sathing.com or it'sathing.me. Jason, for example, on a possible thing. Hi, It's a Thing crew. I might have a thing-spansion or a thing-sation. The call for email from the latest episode got me thinking. Over the summer, I was lucky enough to go to a couple of national parks, and I noticed something. I observed many people wearing apparel with the name of the park. This was especially true at Yellowstone. Is this the translation or the expansion of the thing of wearing a band t-shirt at the concert? Here's hoping that 2026 brings positive things.
Interesting. I have not been to a national park in so long.
I know.
haven't seen one of these.
Nor have I.
But I have Saray Willis, Saray TW. It's a thin line between glove and hate. I'm just as they keep coming up.
Yeah, they're not stopping.
Nope. And they're
glove is
never
glove.
going to. Glove is glove. I have noticed an increase in national park merch in general, though. Like I've seen a lot more stickers and people wearing the shirts, and I wonder, like, there's that alt national parks, like social media account. I wonder if national parks are just sort of getting a little more attention all of a sudden.
Yeah, because my immediate assumption is these are people who went to the park not realizing it was cooler than it was and had to buy a sweatshirt, which definitely happens in San Francisco at like Muir Woods and stuff.
100%. Yeah.
But maybe not. Maybe there's people who are like, no, I'm a stan of Yellowstone. I've had my Yellowstone sweatshirt for years, and this is my big day when I finally get to visit it. Like, I don't know. Maybe there might be more than a few of those.
Maybe. I love it. All right, moving on. Sandra from Kirkland. Yes, Kirkland, as in Costco, writes in about another season. Hi, Tomori. Oh my God, guys. Cream cable knit sweaters are such a thing that it's a season now. But more importantly, at least for us Pacific Northwest peeps, I'm sure I'm not the first to email you, but Forks is in Washington, not Oregon. Oops, that's on me. That was my bad. I screwed up the Twilight lore. Thank you for the correction.
Another proof of a principle I've learned on the internet over the past 25 to 30 years. When multiple people send you the same correction, none of them will say, I'm sure I'm not the first. Only the person who's the only person to send you the correction will say, I'm sure I'm not the first.
Only the one deep in the fandom. And yeah. I love you for it. I do.
Yes.
I love
you. No,
for
Sandra,
it.
you were the only one who bothered to let us know. So thank you, Sandra.
Yeah, that's amazing. And that's a great catch.
Mel on free will. Did I miss and you covered this? Free will is suddenly everywhere, usually just a cheeky way to describe doing something a little indulgent. Dressing up to go to the grocery store because I remembered I have free will. So I put the Christmas sheets on the bed in September. Getting bangs, learning to DJ, asking for what you want, playing a song on repeat, etc. Love ya, mean it, Mel.
Mel, we did not cover it, and I am sorry that we didn't because it is
That's
huge.
A good one.
I see it everywhere. Oh my God, that's such a great one.
It's the new because I'm an adult, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it is a really funny. You always like it. It's always a remembered, and that's the funniest part of it.
Because I remembered I have free will.
I just remembered I have free will, so I can totally do this thing. Ugh, so good, so good. I got a whole lot of glove for that one. Next.
I think the next is yours, right?
Oh yeah, you just literally read that. Peg in Seattle. I've talked about it so much that I felt like I read it. I just took ownership of it.
It was that
Peg
good.
in Seattle wrote in on a potential thing. I'm seeing so many of these on my feed. If someone blank blank blank, it's very important that you blank blank blank. And then there are variations. Even Kate Bowler, who is not usually into these trends, and then she says maybe I'm just behind. And the posts were like, in your 30s, a bad thing will happen and people will tell you everything happens for a reason. It's very important that you don't listen to them. I have seen it's very important that you don't listen to them. Yes, I have definitely seen this construction. Almost always, at least in my feed, followed by it's very important that you don't listen, which I think is
someone tells you the gloving wrong will get you degloved. It's very important that you listen to them.
Very important that you listen to them. It is so important.
Yeah.
So important.
Mike on Wrapped. Tom, Molly, and Rich, you talked about the Wrapped trend this week. Did you see the SNL Uber Eats Wrapped skit? A reminder of all the late night Taco Bell from the last year. By the way, I got an Uber Wrapped that included a bit from my Uber Eats about which restaurants I ordered from the most. So life imitating art, imitating life. Mike goes on. I also saw a TikTok parody video, Chrome Incognito Mode Wrapped, a list of all the porn sites you visited. A real Wrapped that I enjoyed was from Google Photos. A nice walk through the year that was. Oh, that's nice.
I got to say the Google Photos one was, as I mentioned, so great. But wow, once again, by the skin of our teeth. Thank goodness.
Thank you.
That's
Yes.
so funny. Okay, huge thing. And Baylor Trucks wrote in with another take on Wrapped. Huge thing. Tomeri Solstice, y'all. Good one. Good one, Baylor. Baylor here with yet another overlap between gigging musician space and thing space. For me and just about every gigging musician I know, if we accept a job to sub for someone, we're almost always given a playlist of songs to learn, sometimes in YouTube, but mostly in Spotify, which means my end of year Spotify rap is always just a compilation of the gigs I played that year. For example, this year my top artist was Chicago funk and jazz guitarist Joe Marcinek, who hired me to perform with him a few months ago. I ended up playing his music the most because his bass player for our gig in Atlanta was the legendary George Porter Jr. of the Meters. So I wanted to make sure there was no chance of me chumping it on stage. Got to make a good impression on the man who invented New Orleans funk. So funny. This is this harkens back to a thing word that's been around for a while. Flex. Like, good flex, Baylor. Anyway, he writes, thank you for another fabulous year, and I hope your holidays are amazing. I'm off to enjoy some Dubai chocolate and cake from a wine glass while watching Twilight and K-pop Dino.
Yay. You know what's so funny? When I read Vaylor's email, when it came into my email inbox, I was like, oh, this is such a cool story from Vaylor. And then when we started reading it on the show, I was like, wow, it kind of sounds like a flex.
This is pretty much a flex. It's pretty, we love you, bro, but
it's a total legit flex. Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah.
100%.
And then finally, Aaron on Threads. Greetings, Tomari. I was nodding along while listening to your description of Threads today. Threads, for better or worse, is a total hive mind, and it can change on a dime. About a week ago, the Stray Kids fandom, aka Stays, completely overtook Threads to the point that dozens of companies were actively courting them. Some made sense, and some were just silly. But when Target came calling, ooh boy, did the Stays turn on them. Almost 900 comments from Stayville going off on how stays are inclusive, and until they bring back DEI, Target is dead to them. A sample reply, hi Target, no, Stayville is pro-diversity, equity, and inclusion. Please take a seat until you're ready to support all of us in your policies and with your bank account. Sometimes Threads becomes a total cesspool, and other times this happens. Do not mess with K-pop fans because you will lose every time.
So true. Every time.
I can't remember if it was Felix from Stray Kids that showed and it was, I don't remember the brand, but showed a brand on one of his live streams, and Stays got mad at him and stuff, and he had to apologize and all of that. Like, yeah, it's no joke.
Wow. But Threads does have that mob culture down pat. Like, it's certainly never messed with K-pop fandom. I mean, fandom has, in general, I think, has also found a home on Threads. Like, I know a lot of people who are just like, oh, like our mutual friend Jenny Josephson is just like, oh, my Threads is only like Andor. It's none of the other things.
Yeah.
There's real fandom power.
Well, yeah, and I'm a fan. I don't know if I'm a stay, but I'm a fan of Stray Kids, and I didn't see any of this, right?
Yeah,
so
I didn't see any of it either.
Yeah. But you know what they say, stray kids around the world, you make stray kids stay.
Oh, look at you.
That's their slogan.
Look at you.
It's very sweet. I love those guys.
It's very sweet. Also very sweet, the fact that so many of you support this show directly with your dollars, and whatever other kind of money you're contributing to keep our show on the air year after year. And we
Francs.
are so grateful for the francs. Especially those of you who support us at the highest tier, the shout out level, which means that we get to shout you out and show you some extra love every single week. And this week's shout outs are based on Good Housekeeping's list of New Year's resolutions.
Oh my gosh. This
Just
is so
in
good.
time.
Just in time. To start a gratitude, AB Puppy.
Make time for AJ Venturella.
Be more Benjamin Forrest.
Create a bio cow you can stick to.
Cook knew Brian Gianforcaro.
Oh. Read more, Dom.
Add Eric Duncan tasks to your calendar.
Sorry. Cut back on S-Dub Texas.
I disagree. More SW
I disagree. I will not.
But you should prioritize Gabrielle Cohen.
True. And you might want to think about joining a Jake Woods.
Don't quit Kevin Sill.
Don't quit Kevin Sill. But learn to love Laura Abel.
Schedule annual Lee Price screenings. I mean, Lee will probably appreciate the proactiveness.
Preventatively exercise your Louis Saint-Amour.
Take the Mike Hakens.
Do yoga with Morris Jones.
And make time for Valor Trucks.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, do all of that.
We appreciate every single one of you. You're the best.
Patreon.com/itsatthing is where you can get in on this before the end of the year or anytime you want. We will be happy to have you. We will just be grateful for your glove.
Yes, we're going to have to add a glove to the shop. So keep an eye on that at itsatthing.me/shop.
Yes, we are. Bye.
To take that high. Just beat a rhythm to the beat of life.
All right, Rich is here.
Rich is
and he's
here
got an
just
ugly
in
sweater
time.
on. Frog and Toad.
Yay, ba, ba, ba. We can't hear you though. We can only see
we can't
you
hear a
showing
word you're saying.
your
That's
sweater to us.
why
There
you
we
turn
go.
on things. I have my Frog and Toad Christmas sweater.
Yay.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's very cute.
Thank you, thank you.
That is wunderbar.
Well, should we roll right into the predictions episode then?
Yeah.
We definitely should.
All right. We're already clapped. We don't
should
need to
be-
clap again, right? All
We're
right.
good. We're good.
All right. Here we go.
We're
in 3, 2.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Hey everyone, I'm Molly Wood.
And I'm Tom Merritt.
And I'm producer Rich Straffolino.
Welcome to It's a Thing, the weekly podcast supported by you about things that are things. Welcome to our last show of the year.
Oh my gosh. Happy
Right?
New Year, everybody.
Big deal. Happy New Year. It's a Thing continues into 2026 because of you.
Because of you and your gloves.
We're still carrying on with
previous
that
episode.
last episode. We're never going to stop. We're never
Yeah,
gonna
gloves
stop.
never stop.
That's the
You
thing.
can't
It's
stop
already
the
the
glove.
thing. It's not even 2026 yet. It's already the thing. of the
I
year.
know. We hope you all got great gifts from itsathing.me/shop. Thank you to those who shared pictures of them with us on email. Keep them coming. Feedback at itsathing.me. Woo woo.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, very exciting time of the year for us always.
Indeed. We get to
'Cause I
look
think-
back at our predictions from 2025 and find out just how wrong we were.
We do. Which I mean, I think we're like, I think we're just sort of, this is our thing, is to be, if you will, hilariously wrong about things that might be things, but to keep trying year after year.
Yeah.
I will say I've learned my life lesson of make your predictions for next year before you look at your predictions from last year. This is way too humbling to go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
It definitely is.
Well, should we go round robins, starting with Molly?
Yep. Let's
Do
it.
a 2025 review and then make a 2026 prediction, and then we'll go.
All right.
Yeah,
Sounds great. And once again, I for some reason have 3 because I can't.
yeah. So we'll go Molly,
be
Tom,
cool.
Rich.
So it'll work. I just want to warn
Molly,
everyone
Tom,
that, like,
Rich, Molly.
that I'm being greedy.
Okay.
Okay. For 2025, I somewhat adorably and perhaps even wishfully predicted that drinking would make a comeback. That there would be the mocktail backlash, which I do think occurred a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're
There's a
totally
minute.
wrong.
Yeah, and that people would be like, you know what? It's like it's not that big a deal, and you can sort of trust what comes out of a bottle, and I was just sort of wishing that everything wouldn't smell like weed all the time,
Yeah,
and I was mistaken.
yeah. People are still talking about the lowered levels of alcohol consumption.
Yeah. And in fact, what I read is that 2025 was instead the year of the spritz, which is
Yeah.
just like the lower, that was like the mid-range, like the lower alcohol version
Right.
of things, or
It's
no
the
alcohol.
cute drinking. Yeah.
It's the cute drinking. And
It
then I
was
think we
wishful
moved up there.
thinking.
And the funny thing is that as the year went, I myself have dropped to almost zero drinking because
Really?
menopause. Yeah, because it just doesn't feel good. Because it turns out your body goes crazy, and nothing is fun anymore. So I lost societally and personally on this prediction.
And personally.
All right, but you have a chance to make it up with your 2026 prediction.
I do. So I really do think that I will not stop talking about heated rivalry for most of 2026, at least based on the level of obsession I have now. But I also think that this show is going to not only keep getting bigger, but be such a watershed moment that we might actually see some professional male athletes come out as a result. I think it is such a big deal for sports to have a representation of gay male romance that we could, for one of the few times in history, start to actually like scooch toward progress in that department.
All right. Do you think it's wishful thinking?
I mean, honestly, for their sake, I hope not.
No, I hope not
Because
either.
The closet in pro sports is friggin' deep. And let it start with hockey. That would be outstanding.
Yeah, why not? Heated rivalry
Lead the way,
as
hockey.
a template. Yeah.
Heated rivalry as a template for progress. Let's go.
All right. In 2025, I predicted urban farming would be a trend. I don't remember why. I must have read an article that day when we did the recording, and it was like, urban farming is becoming a thing. And I'm like, great, that's going to be the thing. And I'm not saying no one did urban farming this year, but I didn't see it like take off as a huge trend thingy. So
I did not. Yeah.
yeah.
And even
We
my
were- it was
arrow
a-
garden lay barren.
It was a bunker mentality for sure.
Yeah, maybe that's what some of it too. So I decided to go real safe and say we will definitely have a FIFA World Cup something this coming year.
Bold.
And so when I say that, I don't just mean like the World Cup will be a thing, because that's silly. Of course, it already is a thing, and it'll be a bigger thing. And the announcement of who is going to get seeded in what groups and all of that was a huge thing. But I think there will be. I almost wrote controversy, but I don't even know if it'll be a controversy. There'll be something unexpected about the World Cup that will be a huge trend.
Yeah, I could totally see that. Like anything from an announcer does something twice to then it's a thing, or the
Right.
crowd reacts in a certain
Yeah.
way and then it's a thing kids do in class or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Something beyond just a player becomes an unexpected star. Like there's just going to be something like, well, I wouldn't have had that on my bingo card.
I think that's. I mean, there's already been the like Peace Prize thing. Icor just brought that up, and that so there's already been an injection of controversy and side taking a little bit, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
there's always the sort of like betting corruption questions.
Yeah, I think I would
Like-
even exempt that. Like
that's
definitely
just
there will
normal.
be a betting
Yeah.
corruption.
Betting
thing.
corruption is just
yeah.
Tuesday.
I think it's going to be
What?
more unpredictable than that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All
All
right.
right. All right.
It seems like a dodge, but I like it.
It's a total dodge. Thank you for accepting it.
Yeah.
Well, Tom, I was with you with bunker mentality for last year. I don't know where we were at in 2020 or going into 2025, but I had elaborate staycations as being a thing. I was thinking maybe it's like, hey, economic uncertainty, we're not going
Yeah.
places. We're gonna hunker home and we'll TikTok it all. Maybe I was nostalgic for 2020. I don't know. I'm definitely not, but also sure. So that didn't happen in any meaningful way. But that's okay. Because I'm feeling very confident when I say this. The Jinko revival will happen in 2026. Now, I know we covered barrel jeans, which are adjacent, Jinko adjacent. So maybe I am playing this safe, but I don't know. I'm seeing an inflation of pant circumference, leg circumference. I've just been noticing this, and I'm thinking it's going to go full-blown thing 2026. The kids will like the Jinkos. And that's, I don't know. I have no other backing other than feels.
How do you describe a Jinko?
Absurdly,
How
impractically.
do you solve a
bag.
problem like the Jinko?
like absurdly and practically baggy, like
Yeah.
deep pockets is also part of it.
It's
It
like a
needs to
bell
have
bottom
deep
that's all
pocket.
bell. No
It's all
bottom.
bell. Like the pocket, it's like a bad Photoshop stretch that includes the pockets. I feel like a barrel jean has normal back pockets, and a Jinko you can't reach a wallet if it's in your back pocket. That
All right.
to me is the differentiator. So we shall.
Jinko's.
Maybe we're already
it's a good,
in it,
It's
and
a good. It's a risky but a good bet. Like something like this could definitely happen.
I was
Maybe not
also kinda thinking,
guaranteed
like,
to happen, but
What's the next 90s / early 2000s thing? I was like, this or shiny, like plasticky clothes, but I think we're already there too. So I was
Yeah.
like, Jinko, I know you.
I'm definitely seeing this, and I don't hate it as a prediction. I will.
Yeah.
I will counter just as one data point that my son said he thought skinny jeans might come back.
really, we're
I
already
mean,
there.
Maybe opposite.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm
that
fully
seems like a
equipped,
quick
so-
backlash.
Sometimes you get parallel. You get like the revival, but the other, so maybe
Yeah.
there'll be
Yeah, we just
like
don't
two
want the
camps.
mushy middle. Yeah,
It'll be like Jinkos versus skinny jean battles,
it'll be the opposite of a
Why
bell
not?
curve. Yeah.
or a hybrid monstrosity, the skinny Jinko.
I don't. It's like a TARDIS. I don't know how that works. They're baggy on the inside.
The way that it stressed him out is hysterical.
I would like to point out that Sunset Magazine in July, I believe, I'm trying to find the date here, wrote an article, 2025 is the year of the summer staycation.
Yeah.
Listen,
But I also
I'm not saying
think it
I'm ghostwriting for
May
Sunset Magazine.
2025.
That's that's tough. I think it actually was like a huge travel.
Yeah, I feel like travel is never. I've seen either that or I'm just being sold more travel related things, but I don't know. Like the gadgetry around traveling seemed very hot this year, and
Yeah.
in a way that didn't make me feel good about my prediction. I appreciate you, Tom, trying to help me out.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Back to you, Molly. What you got?
The eternal thing.
Listen, I got an engagement for the ages.
You did.
I said for what was last year the second year in a row that
I
said
think
that
it
there
was.
Yeah, I think it was.
100%.
I said that I rolled over that there would be a Taylor Travis wedding for the ages, and got an engagement. These people,
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I appreciate them not taking things too fast or whatever.
We were pretty excited when the engagement happened. We thought maybe you had a chance of this being true.
Yep, but not quite yet. So hey, I'm gonna go ahead and predict that in 2026, this year, it's gotta happen.
Yes. Finally.
We're gonna get a Travis Taylor wedding for the ages.
Do it. This is great.
Just around the time that everybody's like lost interest in it completely.
Barely a holdover even. Like
Yeah.
this is going to be the year. You're going to
is
it
it,
will be
by
so
God.
sad if this doesn't end up being true, honestly.
I know. I'll be on it. If they are so slowpoke or break up,
Or break up, right? Oof.
That's you know what? I don't want to bet. I'm not wishing for it. I'm just
No.
saying that's out there. That's out there.
If they slow poke it, then that's just like hilarious, right? Because
Right,
you could just
right.
do it again. But yeah, if it fell apart,
should I change it to
Oh, it's tempting
to just be horrible and be like, nah, they're gonna break up?
No, because then they'll get married and you'll be like, why did I change it the one year I finally could have got it right?
Yeah.
Let it
it's
ride,
true.
Molly. Let it ride.
Yeah. Keep it
Okay,
on red.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's got to come up one of these years.
I can do this.
I suggested that in 2025, skincare would get simplified, both for environmental and health reasons. And it didn't at all.
And it didn't.
I think it got more environmental. I've seen a lot more skincare companies trying to, promote sustainable materials, but it definitely didn't get simplified. If anything, it got more complicated.
Yeah, it did. In fact, as we were saying in one of our recent pre-shows, it got actually more like the Capitol in Hunger Games. So opposite.
Yeah, the
People
opposite.
just-
So
Although-
because I went so safe on my other prediction, for my new prediction, humanoid robot mania.
Ooh.
Okay.
almost said this will be the year of the smart glasses, because that's definitely going to happen. We're going to have a ton of people releasing smart glasses, some with displays, some just audio. Not talking about total full-on augmented reality yet, though there will be some of that. But I'm like, that's too safe. No, robots. The surprise move would be if suddenly humanoid robots, everybody's like, oh my gosh, the humanoid robots, they took such a leap forward. They're amazing. Look what they can do. So that's what I'm predicting.
Okay.
Ooh.
I do also want to tell you that I found an article earlier about skincare trends for 2026, and simplicity and sustainability was top of the list. Hold on.
Yeah, that's the same article I read in 2024. They're making predicted for 2025, and they just reprinted it, I guess.
Probably. But maybe this time they mean it. Maybe it's like
You think you're saying I should let this one ride? You know?
Yeah, you should. I mean, listen, if I can have a rollover, you can have a rollover.
Sure, I'll take it. Why not?
Why not?
All right. So in truly head scratching nature, 2025. My second prediction was biodynamic agriculture would be a
What
thing.
happened with
that
you
that
guys?
phrase would. Here's the thing.
Biodynamic
farming.
agriculture. Yeah.
Here's the thing. When you edit a podcast about something and you listen to that thing a lot, you think that thing is maybe more prominent than it is. And I'm not
You were
saying
in
I
a
worked on
bubble.
something that featured biodynamic agriculture, but I definitely did. And I was like, it seemed to have all the things. It has like a organic element to it. It has almost like a mystical, spiritual feel to it. There's some woo woo in there that you can roll in there. So I was like, maybe this will become a thing I see stamped on some meat. I don't know. It did not, it turns out.
I was into it. I wanted it to be.
Yes.
I did.
Yes. I'm not saying it's.
Let it ride, Rich.
No, I am instead, I'm going to say in 2026, non-smartwatches will be a thing. Not necessarily like analog, but like maybe some more Casios. I don't know. I've just been seeing tons of people as fashion, more for fashion. Sure,
Yeah, we
why
talked
not?
about
Like,
that a little bit.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's going to kind of really blow up. And
That's a good one.
We're gonna see. I also think it's because non-watch wearables, to your point about the glasses, but like the smart rings, continue to be sort of a sub thing. And maybe if those become more popular, you free up your wrist for something that looks good as opposed to looks like everything else. So sure, there's maybe a little bit more space for a traditional or a non-smartwatch to
Kind of like people going back to digital cameras as a trend has been, or even people going back to cassettes and stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
it was,
just
yeah.
like an iPod, right? Like there's a whole
Yeah,
sort of like,
right.
I just want to listen to music. That's how
Yeah.
I have felt about smartwatches. Yeah, I'm into this.
No, that's a good
So,
one.
I
so
love
yes. So I'm that's my hopeful on that one.
it. And they
Might
just
have a chance.
look better. I think that's definitely happening. My son
Yeah.
has bought some actual
Some time
watches.
pieces.
This may be the most likely yet, although we still have one more from Molly, so
Yes.
can't say that.
Yes. Okay. So last year, I predicted that WhatsApp would be a much bigger thing. I would argue that this is both a success and a failure. Where it is a failure is that actually Signal became a huge thing, right? Signal, like a bunch of people flocked to Signal for various privacy reasons. But if WhatsApp is a stand-in for group chat, then maybe. But because I feel like a lot of all my social media posting became group chatter. Like I just don't post anything real.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm with
Ever.
you there. 100%
Right? It
back
all
you.
just
Yeah.
became. So if although that's unlikely, it's unlikely that I meant that. What I probably meant was that people were just going to WhatsApp because like RCS is so hard.
Yeah,
I mean, that's still happening. I have a lot of group chats that moved to WhatsApp because like Apple has broken messaging so much that if you have an Android friend, it doesn't work. But I
I
don't
think
think
we
it-
were
no.
talking about like maybe WhatsApp would finally catch on in the US the way it has in the rest of the world. And I don't know
Yeah.
that has happened yet. Although I have more things happening in WhatsApp these days than I used to. But that's kind of because my dog walkers are not from America. And that's how they communicate. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what
think
that
it
does.
became
Yeah.
like a thing. I'm kind of curious about what. I think I was just mad about having group chats with the Android friend that were all screwed up.
Yeah.
But no, everybody went to Signal instead. Then my prediction, and I actually have some backup on this from the BBC. My prediction is like it's partly a travel trend. Like everybody's just gonna try to effing chill. And so this is related to the idea that a big trend in travel is things called quietcations and hushpitality.
Hospitality. I love that.
Absolutely hilarious. But the idea is just sort of like trying to escape everything. So like digital detoxes, comfort, like vacations that are really just about seeking sweet, sweet silence, as I think one of these pieces put it. But I think it also goes along with this sort of larger trend of everybody trying to like protect their peace, reduce their cortisol, like just try to
Just
find
chill out.
Oh God, please. Anyway,
Yeah.
but also
Yeah.
hospitality is worth it. Just
Love
just
hospitality. That's great. Yeah. All right. These are good. We do have one more piece of business before we wrap up, and that is to declare our thing of the year. Each of us can put one forth as a candidate, and then chat. Your job is to throw your weight behind one of them. And like so many enlightened monarchies, we will take advice from you and then decide on our own.
You are the lower house. Yes.
Yeah. We are the triumvirate that rules this Roman Empire. Okay.
That's right.
And now we brought up the Roman Empire. Yay. Molly,
Oh,
what do
good
you
one.
propose as thing of the year candidate?
My candidate for thing of the year is protein. And my argument for it as thing of the year is protein. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you had tried to play a drinking game with protein, even though nobody drank in 2025,
Yeah.
you would have died 100 times over.
You would not have been able to eat enough protein to absorb all that alcohol.
No. I mean, they added protein to Starbucks cold foam, to foam in coffees. So anyway, that's my thing. That's my
Protein.
candidate,
Got it.
Protein.
I would like to submit slop as my candidate. AI seems too broad, like, and it's been cooking for a couple of years now. But slop, everybody's talking about. Oh, so much slop in my feed, and then calling things in real life. Oh, that's slop. Yeah. So I would like to propose that right up there with protein, by the way, which is another good candidate. Slop.
I mean,
Rich,
I'm
what about
mad
you?
'cause slop is really good.
I am playing
it's
it
not.
as safe as
Yeah, I know
possible.
what you mean.
And based on my my YouTube music playlist for the last 3 months, it has to be K-pop Demon Hunters. Because I've never seen something like, I forgot that came out this year, and I was late to it. Like I
know.
I didn't watch
Remember
it for
when
the first,
Rich
like, 2
hadn't
months.
seen it? Rich had not seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And it's just the iconography. Like I mean, part of it's just it's music, so that gets into culture so quickly. But like I don't know. There's something about it where I'm like, this is just culture now. It's not like a thing. It's just a thing that
You're
exists in
saying it
culture.
went up, 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 and it's its moment.
I can't tell you any lyrics to that.
mean,
I just
remember
know
when
I just
they-
sing it gutturally. It's amazing.
Remember when they sang the song at the
Okay,
Macy's
what's the
parade
one?
and they restored the Golden Honeymoon just from that one performance? Like,
was iconic.
this is tough.
I
This is
mean,
tough.
if we don't pick that, everyone younger than 18 will kill us, including my 2 nieces and
I
Rich's
know.
children.
Can I cast a vote for Molly?
Well, I was gonna say is slop the safe candidate here because it is simultaneously universal and doesn't have like extreme.
I was
banging.
just in the grocery store, and like I think if I challenged myself, I couldn't face a direction and not see that word. You know what I mean? Like that's like when I saw, I wouldn't have picked it, but when you put that in there, I was like, I can't not see it anymore.
Oh, it is everywhere. Icor suggested K-Slop Demon Hunters.
That is hilarious.
We just need to work some protein.
Work
K-Slop
some
Protein
in
Hunters.
there. I mean,
That's
you
honestly.
honestly, slop sounds like something where it's just like I don't know, it's some protein and some
Yeah,
other
it's what you
stuff.
made to get your protein.
It's
You just
slop,
made some
because there's a
slop.
thing called slop bowls.
Yes, right.
They're all
Someone
just,
mentioned
like,
that in the
kind of
chat just a
protein.
second ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Poirot.
guys. We need you to vote here. This is tough.
Just just
honestly tough.
put K-pop Demon Hunters slop or protein in the chat. Go. And we know there's a delay, so we'll give you 10 seconds.
Yeah. Of
To-
awkward
KDH is an
silence.
acceptable way to
Oh yeah, that's
abbreviate
good. That's
that.
a nice shorty. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow. Did we really not? None of us voted. None of us put K 6-7 in there. The chat is now reminding us.
Yeah.
Too big. I feel like, yeah,
Too big.
Too big to pick.
like 6-7
Or-
is culture. It is the world. It
Or
is
it's
never
the
ending.
easy- It could also be the easy way out here. Like we
We
have
just
three good
picked 6,
candidates,
7.
but let's be
Yes.
real. 6-7 is the thing.
I kind of love that. All
I
right.
kind of love this approach.
The
actually,
people seem to be behind slop. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but they didn't think they were allowed to vote
But
for
they
6,
didn't know
7.
they were allowed. Yeah, exactly.
And as I said, this enlightened monarchy will take your advice and then choose 6-7, which wasn't even on the
Yeah.
ballot.
Yep. I think that's the way we got to go. 6-7 is unstoppable.
6-7 is
you,
thing of
Paul.
the
6-7
year.
Yay.
You can't slop that, can
With
you?
3 amazing runners up.
Yes.
We choose
Protein
enlightened
slop and K-pop
despotism at
demon
its
hunters.
finest.
It's an honor just to
the
be
fourth way.
nominated. We,
Oh my God, I love this show so much. I'm so happy we get to do some more.
all right. Our final shout outs of the year are patron names made to sound like carnival fortune tellers. Thank you, Rich.
Yes, the reason we get to do this show next year is all of you supporting the show at patreon.com/itsAthing, especially those of you who support us at the level where we make you sound like carnival fortune tellers.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you can't pay for that, but you did.
all right, here we go. This is incredible. AB Puppy, the magnificent AB Puppy, supreme canine clairvoyant and master of the mystical familiar arts, whose prophetic paws divine the fate of all who seek his ancient wisdom.
The incomparable A.J. Venturella, grand venturer beyond the veil, foremost prognosticator of perilous paths and harbinger of fortune's twisted roads.
Benjamin the Forest Sage, omniscient oracle of the Whispering Pines, keeper of the sylvan secrets and channeler of nature's eternal prophecies.
The astounding BioCow, bovine seer of the organic mysteries, supreme augur of pastoral portents, and divine interpreter of the cosmic pasture.
The great John Forcaro, Tuscan mystic of unfathomable power, master diviner of Mediterranean mysteries, and wielder of the ancient Adriatic arts.
Dom the Dominator, supreme sovereign of shadowed sight, most powerful seer of all that was, is, and ever shall be, beholder of absolute truth.
Eric Duncan, esoteric master of the Devil's Own deck, grand cartomancer, and supreme reader of darkened fates written in chocolate and shadow.
Delicious. The legendary S-Dub Texas Lone Star Soothsayer of the Boundless Plains, Western Oracle of wide open destinies and harbinger of frontier fortunes.
Gabriel the Archangel Cohen, celestial medium between worlds, divine channeler of sapphire visions, and sacred messenger of tomorrow's truths.
Jake of the Whispering Woods, woodland prophet of gnarled oak wisdom, supreme geomancer, and keeper of the forest's hidden omens.
The illustrious Kevin Sill, guardian of the threshold between worlds, master of liminal prophecies, and seer of what lies just beyond the window. Just beyond the window?
Why not?
It's a sill?
It's a
sill.
sill.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
The extraordinary Laura Abel, most able seer of all possibilities, supreme oracle of verdant visions, and masterful diviner of what mortals dare not dream.
Lee Price, the notorious, most able seer of all possibilities, supreme oracle of verdant visions, and masterful diviner of what mortals. Wait, I just went back to Laura Abel. The notorious, weird. Well, the notorious Lee Price, grand appraiser of destiny's cost, supreme numerologist of fortune's fee, and diviner of what tomorrow demands.
The beatific Louis Saint-Amour, most holy saint of love's mystery, sacred heart seer, and divine prophet of passion's crimson revelations.
The melancholy Mike Akins, sorrowful sage of future's ache, master of blue premonitions, and keeper of tomorrow's bittersweet truths.
Morris Jones, the magnificent, grand architect of arts and crafts mysticism, supreme diviner of hand-wrought destinies, and leather-bound prophecies.
And step right up for the phenomenal Valor Trucks, Chrome Chariot, Oracle of the Open Road, Supreme Augur of Journeys Yet to Come, and Mystic of Metallic Destiny.
Bravo! 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 Thank you for yet another wonderful year of It's a Thing. Thank you for supporting our show and keeping it alive, because it is a light in the dark, my friends.
We will continue to shine into 2026. Have a Happy New Year, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye.
See you next year. Bye!
Bye.
I don't need no man speaking lies.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun. Good
That
stuff.
was so fun. Also, I mean, hopefully they actually make it, but I ordered 5 pairs of those gloves for my Christmas Eve dinner.
Shopping during the show.
Shopping during the show. A trend that will never die.
All right, we'll see you later, everybody. Have a great holiday and a wonderful beginning of the year.